Hello and welcome to week 4 in a 12-week half marathon training series. So here it is week number 4 and I've come to the beach to run today and I've gone a little bit further along the coast and then back along. Very nice, very pleasant. It's first thing in the morning. Well, it's this morning running, it's a doddle. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Anyway, let's bring up the schedule for the week. On the screen you'll see all the various runs I want to do. Now I'm doing Wednesday as my run 1. Monday is my rest day normally, but I actually did the final run of last week on Monday, just 2 days ago. So today's run is a 4-mile jog at an RPE of 5 to 6. Now I bet you're wondering, what does RPE stand for? Now I'm glad you asked that question, and RPE actually stands for robots plucking eyebrows, and at a level 1 on the robot scale you're having your eyebrows plucked in a chair and not moving. At a level 10 you are running hell for leather. You can't see because your eyebrows are so long they're covering most of your face in a kind of Dennis Healy sort of way. Google that, kids. But I'm on a 5 to 6, so that's sort of middling, just slightly stepping it up a bit. So for that reason I'm not going to talk much longer because I'm getting out of breath. So time to crack on with this run. I'll update you on it at the start of the next run. Over to Andy. So here we are then. It is week 4, run 2. I'm on the run now. I'll explain in a moment. It hasn't quite gone according to plan so far. Anyway, let's bring the schedule up on the screen and you'll see that today I'm doing a robot plucking eyebrows. I mean, what else could it mean? What else could it possibly stand for? Of a level 4 to 5 running for 3 minutes, and then a level 5 to 6 running for 4 minutes. So I'm on one of my 3 minutes at the moment, and I'll tell you all about what's been happening on the other side. There we are, run complete, and I did that one properly because actually last week's interval I don't think I did it properly because it was only when I was editing the video. So I completed the week, I filmed all the runs and I was editing the video. You know when I bring up the schedule on the screen, as I'm going to do right now, and down there it says it's the Wednesday run and it's the Friday run, and it says the schedule you're going to do, and I was doing a 4-minute short one and a 3-minute long one, but just like this week it should be the other way around. So, and I only realised when I was editing the video. So this week I properly did a 3-minute of slower running at a kind of I suppose a level 4, and then did pick it up for the faster segments at probably about a 6. Now it was during one of those faster segments that I unfortunately had an incident, and I was running this, but it's sods all really. It was this narrowest bit. I've stuck to the woods today because it's going to be a really hot day today, so it's not too bad. I've come out first thing in the morning, so it's all right at the moment, but it is going to get hot today, so I thought I'll stick to the woods. And while I was in the woods, there's just one place in particular really where it gets a little bit narrower. It's still room for 2 people across the path, whereas all the other paths you could fit somebody 2 abreast and I could run past easily. But this particular place, no. Anyway, there was somebody coming towards me, a couple, and they weren't moving out of the way. They could see me coming, but they weren't moving. So I thought I'm going to have to take slight evasive action, because bear in mind here I'm on one of the faster segments now. So I kind of moved, changed my direction, and at that point I tripped over a root that was sticking up out of the path, and I went right down like a sack of spuds, and I sort of grazed my arm, and unfortunately I can see now I have ripped my shorts as well. So these will have to go, and I have to buy a new pair of shorts. I've got a few pairs, but you know, really I'm doing quite a few runs at the moment, so I will have to buy another pair. So that's a bit annoying. To be fair to the people who hadn't moved out of the way, or at least given me a little bit of room to run past, I mean, they got just as much right to be there as I have, I suppose. So, well, you know, I can't criticise. But you know, they did stop and see whether I was all right. As I sort of was lying on the ground. The worst part about it actually is that I went down on my left hand side and I had my camera in my pocket because it nicely folds up and I can just put it in my pocket when I'm running. It's really good, but it's not good if you fall on it. Actually, the camera was fine, didn't smash or doesn't really look any the worse for wear, but I probably now have a camera shaped bruise starting to develop on my left leg, which is feeling a bit sore, so I'm gonna have to see how I get on. It's just, it was sod, so it was the wrong place. I was on a fast run. If I'd been 5 seconds behind myself, it would have been okay. 5 seconds ahead, it's just, you know, timing. So there we are. That is run 3. The plan is to go for my next one actually on Monday morning. So I've got a bit, today's Friday, I've got a bit of I can rest the whole weekend. It should be Sunday, but we are in a heat wave at the moment here in the UK at the time that I'm recording this, and it is going to be baking hot on Sunday, so I really don't want to go out in the afternoon, which is when I would normally have been going out. So I'm going to push it forward to the Monday morning, just like I did for this for my last run. Anyway, that's enough waffle. I'm going to go back and prod my bruises, see how I'm doing, have a shower, and oh, it's starting to sting now, and I'm such a wuss. I will see you for the next run literally in a moment. So here it is now. It is 3 days later, it's Monday, and the observant amongst you might notice that I'm not really in running attire, and that is because I am not going to run today. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. Let's bring you up to date. So what happened, I got home after my trip in the woods, and I thought, well, I better have a shower, clean up the scratches a little bit, so I did that. And then when I came out, I thought, well, I need to put some antiseptic stuff on. I mean, I had sort of Savlon-y things in the medicine chest, but thought, no, you know what? I ought to, medicine chest, medicine cabinet thing. And I thought, I know, I'll be better off with some TCP or something like that. So anyway, typically didn't have anything like that. So, you know what it's like, go there, have a look. Nah, you either have the stuff or you don't, sorry, you either don't have the stuff, or if you do have it, it's out of date, isn't it? So anyway, my wife said, I know, I'll phone her mum who lives down the road. So she did that. Said, have you got anything antiseptic? Oh yes, I have. I think I might have a bit of Dettol or something like that. So all right, then I'll go and get it. So she went off up there, and when she came back, no Dettol in sight. I said, what's going on there then? And yes, it fell into the out of date category, quite a bit out of date actually. 2014, it looked bright yellow like it was toxic. I'm not going to put that on my arm. So I decided that I would go up to the pharmacy because it's only just up the road from me, and I would have a chat with them. Now, when in the pharmacy, person in there, as it turns out, she's a runner. So, in fact, very good one by all accounts. She belonged to a running club, and her half marathon time, 1 hour 50. Was well impressed with. I thought that was good. And her marathon, I forget exactly what she said her marathon time was, but it was 4 hours something. So brilliant. I was very impressed with that. And so she gave me some spray. She said Dettol or TCP would work fine, but she gave me some spray stuff to put on, and some big bandages. I mean, these sort of dressings, they're huge. I mean, you could park a small family hatchback on them, really, but that was to put on overnight. I want to leave it open during the day because it has all gone, my arm, quite kind of red, and it's sort of blotchy, and it's not very pleasant. And I'm not going to show you. You might be eating. It's gone kind of black in places, and it does not look good. And my leg, where the camera was, that is yellow and a bit sore. And actually, it's the leg which has prevented me from going out for a run, because I don't want to compensate for it in some way and then injure myself in some other way. Do you know what I mean? So what I wanted to do was wait until that's completely better. That's felt better each day, so I'm not worried about the leg, and I'm not worried. I'll be getting out there again really soon, I'm sure. The arm looks fairly horrible, and actually it's mildly infected apparently, so I'm just on my way now back up to the pharmacy. I've been prescribed some antibiotic cream stuff to put on it because it is a bit nasty. It has been a bit painful, so that's a bleh. So hopefully that'll get better, but that it's not really going to prevent me from running. It's the leg. But the leg, as I said, is well on the way. So my hope for week 5 is that I will get out later in the week. Can you hear me? I'm right by a road. So I'm hoping next week I do get out. Will I get out? What will happen? Tune in next week to find out, folks. My training with these things would not be anything if there wasn't a certain amount of jeopardy involved. So if you've enjoyed this video, hit like, subscribe if you're new here to find out what happens next week. How exciting. I'll see you for that video. Thanks for watching.